Can I not move this? Duh. This probably won't compile, or will it? A partial specialization cannot be declared as friend. Or at least it understood what I meant. Is this same as or same as value, or what is it? God knows. Go to hell. Hi, Sudi. I was looking at the wrong chat. I want to test. What I want to test? Oh, right. I want to test if I can use a boost intrusive pointer for an unlocked type, and that I should use the reference count that is the base class of the base class, so B. And that is defined in a namespace or not in a namespace. Yeah. Started when I was 12. Am I that old? No, that's years away. 50 years of coding experience. That would be when I'm 62. I'm gonna do util/AI ref count.h. So that should compile. And then I want to do, I want to allocate it on the heap. So using a boost intrusive, I can't type, intrusive pointer unlocked A. Equals, how do you make those things? Simply allocate them, I think. You unlocked A. Yeah, and I can pass that to, well, that's a bit too much at once. So let me begin with just commenting everything out, or is that nonsense? No, I can leave this. So this is not going to compile because unlocked A is not derived from AI ref count, but I wanted to compile. To what is going to fix all the compilers. No matching function for call to intrusive pointer add ref. Okay, so we need a intrusive pointer add ref that takes this type. Ola Soidora. I don't know. I mean, I was more famous in terms of, I used to have easily 20 viewers, and now it's down to 5 or so on a typical day. And I think the reason is that I do it so often and so long that people get worn out, especially since you can't follow what I'm doing. But yeah, even if you would be able to follow what I'm doing, then I think it's still getting boring after a few years. I type a spacebar, but nothing happens. Control C. Strange things happen. Actually, I just want this one, and then include my new header. And the header is thread safe. Can't type thread safe / thread safe. Actually, I already have a thread safe. Why not just intrusive pointer.h? Support for boost intrusive pointer.h. It's a bit long. Well, that's great. I'll try to explain what I'm doing, but if I like put time into explaining, as in I make less progress because I put time into talking about it, then I get usually very disappointed with the reaction of people. It's like it gets less interesting when I do that or something. People leave. Maybe they leave the whole time and I don't notice it. Yeah, so by now I talk out loud about what I'm doing, but without losing too much time. So it might not be as explained as it theoretically would be possible. So we have this file, let's, that was not added yet, of course. So I can just move it, and I want to rename it to just intrusive pointer, why not? And in that file then, thread save / that file. I'll have to add what we're missing here. We're missing this function, and I think that's a global function. No, it's not a global function. Well, no, it's not a global function. It should be found by ADL, right? Meaning that since we want to, whoops. This is the argument that I want to pass. So that is a namespace thread safe. Therefore, it will look in namespace thread safe for intrusive pointer at ref, because the argument that I'm passing is in thread safe. So okay, so we have to add it to thread safe. Why don't I copy all of this? Yeah, that didn't help me. What I need is that thing that is missing. That. This is how it normally looks. Void intrusive pointer at ref something. Thinking about whether or not I want to have the inline as well. I think I do, because it's probably just a pass it on function. So that one is missing, but then not passing AI ref count const pointer. There's no const here, but apparently const is okay. So instead we have this const pointer, and then I have to define it. However, no need to repeat the thread safe. Okay, now let's see. This must be a template for obvious reasons. Template type name T stuff. So that would be this type. And then the policy can be anything. It just actually it's just whatever unlocked is, right? I can just copy this. Why am I making this more difficult than it is? So T, and that is the policy mutex, and then I have a third and not a fourth. What? Whatever, dude. Align, comma, block size. I don't think I need any defaults here. it is what it is. Yeah, so the compile error was, well, I cannot find a function that takes an unlocked. Well, now it can because I defined it. However, I'm not sure I want to do this. Maybe it's a bit weird. Maybe it's a bit weird not to want to do this, except when we have requires here. And requires is, well, requires is that it will compile. And that means that whatever I put here must also compile. Also, whatever I put here, I'll put it there. So the difference is if you leave this out and it thinks, ooh, this is an unlocked, let's use it, and then it doesn't compile, then you have a compile error. While if I use the requires and that requires doesn't compile, then it says, hey, I can't find an intrusive pointer at ref. Is there a difference? In both cases it won't compile. That's why I called it silly, but weird actually. I call it weird, yeah. What do I need to do here? Well, we have pointer, and pointer is an unlocked. And unlocked has a PTR. Actually, it has is derived from bits. And bits has a PTR function which is protected. So we need to add ourselves as a friend. You gotta be kidding me, but yes. That's more and more friends here. It's unbelievable. Anyway, I'm going to call PTR, and then this T is derived from AI ref count. Therefore, I just want to call this pointer. Yep, this is an unlocked, and then we call, and it's a pointer, and then we call PTR on that, which returns a T const pointer, and that is derived from AI ref count. Therefore, we can call whatever thing exists for that one. I think I can just do here. That must exist, except that we don't have a pointer, of course. A pointer is going to be a T pointer. So I need a declaration type, I think. Declaration value. God knows how that works. No, I just need a pointer. No? Yes? No? Nobody knows. My memory is too bad to remember that. This is too new to, yeah, just go to another. Oh shit, what is this? I was editing apparently something. What utils? No, not much. Yeah, no, hardly any change. Git commit minus a fix typo. Merge. Push. Grab declaration value. Guys, you can just create a declaration value of type T. I bet T pointer will work as well. But maybe it's a function. Let's do it like that. So I created a T pointer out of nothing, and then we pass that to intrusive pointer add ref, and that must compile, because that's exactly what I do here. The requires is not correct. Well, also way too new. Let's try 2 requires on a row. Saw that before. Maybe it helps. That was it. You have 1 require. Wait a minute. It's still complaining about. No. I think it worked. Anyway, here it says no matching function for call to intrusive pointer add ref, which is very annoying because that's what I just added. In instantiation of candidate function not viable, no known conversion from blah 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 to ref count. So that's the one that we're going to call. And then it says candidate template ignored, constraints not satisfied. And this is the one that I added. And the constraint is not satisfied because intrusive pointer add ref declaration value T pointer would be invalid. Would be invalid use of undeclared identifier declaration value. So I did something totally wrong. Oh, it's STD declaration value. How would I know? Thought it was a keyword or something. Clearly it's not. Declaration value is I don't know, class or template function or something. Apparently. Still no matching function for call 2. Yeah, deja vu. Okay, in instantiation, still that new. Candidate function not viable, still the one that I can't call, I know that. Candidate template ignored, constraint not satisfied, still, but this time for a different reason, I hope. Because intrusive pointer add ref std declaration value T pointer would be invalid. Cannot cast A to its private base class. Ha ha ha. Hello, Luxit and Fabian. Yeah. So everything works except that I did something stupid here. You're going to add a AI ref count, and I have to make it public. Yes, thank you very much. Now what? Whoa, a different error. PTR is protected member. Yeah, I knew that. So we need a new friend. Yeah, I was putting this in a new header. But if I have to add now this function as a friend in the class, in the unlocked class and also in the unlocked base later on, then I probably might as well put this in the other header. And I am really sure, okay, so the PTR is depending on template parameters. I probably can just put this at the top and then declare the friend. Nasty, but we can do it. So let's do that. Going to thread save for a moment. And then we'll get rid of this new intrusive pointer thing. Move everything in there. To go to the top. It has to be added as a friend to, let's see. Not to bits, but to this one. So I could put it here. But now it does already use unlocked, so probably should also make a forward declaration of unlocked. Either that or I need a forward declaration of intrusive pointer. Not sure how to do that with the requires in it. But it does kind of make sense to put it somewhere at the bottom, right? I mean, I just added all the way at the bottom, or shall I put it above the policies? Well, I can just put it directly below unlocked base, I think. Seems the more logical place to put this. Write access, read access. I went down. I went down way too much. Unlock base, there it is. Put it there. Yeah. I think I can just forward declare it by copy the first 3 lines. Oh boy. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT, I think. Which I'm not sure. Plus it's always interesting to know if ChatGPT knows answers to difficult questions like this. Okay, that looks like how I did it. Just the first 3 lines. Right. Let's try that. Oh, yeah, and that works only if you forward declare unlocked first. I don't know if the default types or sizes types here should be added to the forward declaration or not. Yeah, template parameter redefines default argument. So, no. Now I could remove it here because it was already forward declared with the default arguments. Apparently. What about the other one? That doesn't have forward. Sorry, that doesn't have default arguments. Error, no function template matches function template specialization. it's not working. What? Food type? That's... oh, that's thread safe test. Yeah, this can't work because I have a requires. And the requires applies to T, and that requires does not apply to this T. So they just don't match. Let's see if I'm right. So if I remove the requires here, then I think it might work. And then it's just a template function. Then maybe the friend will work. No, it's complaining about something, but I think it passed. There is a problem still, however. In instantiation of function template specialization, intrusive pointer add ref. Requested here. Static cast from standard align storage 16.8 type pointer to const a pointer which are not related by inheritance is not allowed. is so weird. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You see, this is using a reinterpret cast. Apparently, I've never, ever before called the const pointer. Not really. How? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. When I saw the error, I saw the error. It should be a reinterpret cast, but I just can't. Well, what's the word? Phantom that in the last 5 years or so that I use this intensively, I never called the const version of this pointer. Man, how is that possible? Okay, now we get the other one to the pointer release, but let me first get the requires to work. Pretty sure that if I uncomment it here, then it's going to complain, right? That's only a different thing. It's just not a friend anymore. Totally different. It seems that the requires needs to go also with the friend. Before it said something like that there was a mismatch with the previous the forward declared function, and now it doesn't say that anymore. It just says pointers protected. I don't think this is allowed. I don't think that is allowed. But we'll try it anyway. You'll know, this is like trying to make a specialization a friend again. Does friend requires? Oh, whatever. Expected member name. Yeah, that didn't work. Let's try. Let's try that. Amazing, this works. I had expected that it would not work, but okay. Okay. So kind of the require sticks to the template, and the friend is definitely below the template. So yeah, I think this feels most logical, but I can understand the confusion. Well, this is really just you do the template, then you do the requires, and then you do the rest, including friend. So actually, then you do the friend, and then you do the rest. In case of a template friend. And then you wonder, why can't I do that here as well, man? Of course, that's, yeah, I would have a partial specialization of unlocked base, which apparently is different. Okay. I'm still a bit confused of why this worked. Because if I try let's say Yeah, I guess the difference is that this was a function, and unlocked base is a class, and that's not allowed. There is a difference indeed between classes, class and template functions. There are differences. From the top of my head, I have no clue anymore. I can't remember anymore what it was. This might be one of them. So now we had something that no, it did not compile, but we had something that only stopped on the intrusive pointer release. So now we can do that one, and that one also takes a px. And please tell me what that is. Well, this one. It's looks like the same thing, of course. Yeah. Just exactly the same thing apparently. So also void also takes a pointer. There's hardly any difference, just the name is different. So it's going to be easy to add. Yep, and I forgot what it was, seriously. I didn't try to remember it. Intrusive pointer release, okay, yes. Intrusive pointer release. Okay, let's go to top. Let's add a forward declaration. Intrusive pointer release. Yep. And then we need on the actual definition. Substitute that with something that looks like it. Release. What is this? Undefined reference. In function boost intrusive pointer of thread safe unlocked. Intrusive pointer. Intrusive pointer class. I guess. So while constructing an intrusive pointer from thread safe unlocked, undefined reference to thread safe intrusive pointer add ref a thread safe unlocked a thread safe policy primitive standard mutex const pointer. Release. My guess is that it did not instantiate the function because I called it inline and then it could not inline it. But as far as I know, inline function always have must be instantiated, so it should have ended up somewhere. Should have ended up in this translation unit because this is including threadsafe.h, which defines the inline. Okay. The challenge accepted. Where is my option to make it verbose? This doesn't make any sense. Wait a minute. Which configure? Yeah, it's using an array. The array should specify an array, but I'm not. Why not? Because I never changed that in AI. Thread safe test suite. So let's compare that to, let's go to Linux viewer. The most modern working thing that we have, not PRP. Yeah, we have that, so I have to do it. And that was, I forgot, CMake configure options. Let's not use Ninja here. Okay, so do for voice on, global always off, whatever, don't have that. Resource configure. Yep, now it's on. Make only one reference, and that was probably for, I see multiple links here. All of them fail or what? Okay, let's concentrate on unlock the base. Highlight it, that would be this one. No, that doesn't look like it makes sense whatsoever. I think something went wrong here with the scrolling or something. Nope, don't get it. Anyway, the output here is that one, so we should be able to just do make and then that one thing. Yep, now it looks like it makes sense. So this is what we're doing, and I have to go to the right directory for that. What directory am I in at that moment? Probably this one. I don't see another CD. I'm going to change to this directory, and then we execute. This, I suppose. That gives our undefined reference. Okay, and now we do no, it's not defined in here, not defined in here, not defined in there, not defined anywhere. So it must be defined. Well, not that one, not that one, not that one, not that one, not that one. Cannot be defined in any of these things. Select print using malloc size. Okay, I'm getting it. No, am I not getting it? No, I'm not getting it, actually. This is utils, so it's not going to be in there at all. Utils, 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 utils. That's the only thing. Pointer storage. No, that's not defined there. So this is the only thing that could have it, possibly have it. The rest obviously does not have it, right? Yeah. It's quite clear, I would say. Can I do an NM here? Probably. Undefined, yeah. Why the hell would that be undefined? right. I have no idea. But these days we have ChatGPT. I'm going to ask it. Maybe it has a clue. Oh, no, 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 no. This is the one. Yeah. Yeah, well, a self-contained thing that reproduces this is not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. No, but if I can make that, I can also fix it probably. It feels like an an error, like compiler error. Going to remove the inline. It's a template anyway, so I wonder if that makes a difference. I mean, I can put the definition in the header if it is a template. I just wanted to make, yeah, well, I don't know, give a strong hint that I want it to be inlined, but apparently that's not gonna happen anyway. Nope. Still undefined reference. Well, shocking. Damn it, man. What is this? I had a strong feeling we're in the realm of the compiler bug. It's just a very specialized case here, right? Very specialized. Let's begin with making it less specialized, as in remove all the requires again. Still undefined. Right. Can I put it in here? I think the base, you're calling something of the base class here. Kinda depends, isn't it? Well, this is unlocked, so that's just the PTR's function of the base class. We can define it right here. 2.0. It's not instantiating anything anyway. Oops. Nu, that's a forward declaration. Maybe I don't need a forward declaration. Yeah, of course I do. No, I wanted to add it here. This one ends up in the namespace of AI ref count, which is global namespace, I think. Yes. Should like that. Just to make 100% sure of that. Oh. Just for now, anyway. No member named intrusive pointer at ref. But what do you mean? Where's this one here? In line? I'm doing the same thing here. I'm saying that it is in line, and then forward declaration, and then we friend it. And this is 100% sure the namespace, the global namespace. And I'm including it. Wait, I added this to this file. Did I just add this? I think so. I'm an idiot. Okay, that was nonsensical. I wanted to add it here. Redefinition of intrusive pointer at ref. In instantiation of template clause requested here. Previous definition is here. Oh, it's the same line. Did I not add a pragma in this header? Well, I do. Pragma once. So no, nobody gets this. What the hell? Man, what a magic. This doesn't make any sense. Well, no, I don't get it. Completely stuck. It keeps flooding me with redefinition on the same line. Time to use a different compiler, I think. Maybe then we get something. No, not that again. What is this talking about? Probably W. I deleted the build and it's still. Let's delete everything. Bang. Try me. Source configure. So giving the same error, different compiler. Wow. This one goes really in a loop. Now they are defined. No, sorry, this is F. How the hell do I not see an intrusive pointer at all here? What the hell? Oh Lord, what is this, man? Oh, shit. How can this suddenly work without the requires here? Apparently I don't need a forward declaration anymore. Compile. Yeah, seems a bug in Clang. Because it does compile with the GNU compiler. Okay. I don't know anymore. How can this work with Clang then? Report it, I guess. How can I report this? Make a small test case. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. There's a, it calls the recursiveness somehow. Redefinition, yeah, not, I guess. yeah. I guess I have to report this to the compiler vendors or developers. And I would, that costed me, let's say, less than half an hour. But then they're going to want a small test case maybe, or I don't know. They need to be able to reproduce it at the very least. The whole friend thing is not working, right? It's just friends. No, not working. I'm declaring a friend here. It's not defined, it's just a declaration. But apparently it's not matching what I have down here. For some reason. Why? It's like literally the same thing. Friends do not work in C++. Okay, so let's hack, as it were. Hack at the hack. Friend doesn't work. I need access. It's very unacceptable. Let me change this requires a bit. Would that work, right? I mean, if I change this to, let's say, the other way around and it stops working. Just checking. No matching function for call, okay. I'm also going to put this in namespace global. Is protected is the problem. So if I remove the protected thing, just just to be sure, then everything is solved, and it will compile. Yeah, I can't do that. That would be ridiculous. Must be possible to have a for declaration of this. If that's not possible, then I should be able to at least produce a rather simple test case for that. Okay, I got lost. So this forward declaration work now. But. Is this really the forward declaration of that thing or not? Suppose I can check that. Let's say I add, I think this error is just included once, so I just add a test here. And now I'm calling that thing. I mean, this function test doesn't know anything about this one because it's defined before that. So this is definitely either not going to compile or it's going to call this one. If now this for declaration is equal to this function, then we will call this function in the end and it will just link. Well, if this for declaration for some reason is something else, then we'll have an undefined something, which is very hard to believe, but okay. Policy is not declared. What the hell, man? Doing something before I define policy. Yeah, that is entirely true, except that I don't care what policy mutex is. Yeah, maybe I do. This type double fails to be a structural class. The thing is derived from that, so I need some kind of class. Probably need policies thing. Dang. There's not a problem, I think. I can just move everything down. Let's go back to policy primitive. No matching function for call to intruder pointer add ref. Thread safe unlocked int thread safe policy primitive standard mutex. Why not? Oh, constraint not satisfied. Yeah. Need to make a quick class. multiple definitions of test. Oh, well. Okay, I would say, since this compiles on links, the forward declaration is working. Because that's definitely calling the forward declaration. Let's try both at the same time, or not. So this should not compile because it did not forward declarate. That one. Error cannot convert to, yeah, okay, so that works. So I need a forward declaration for pointer release as well now. And that's just a copy of those 3 lines, but then for this one, release, copy, oops, put that one here. Forward declaration of pointer release. Should compile again. Now this thing is defined below the unlock clause. So if I move it higher, then it will stop compiling, of course. Don't know what unlocked is. Declared void, yeah, very clear error, but that means that it doesn't know what unlocked is. So now I have to forward declare unlocked before I do that. Slowly falling asleep. Oh, here it is. Do that in the same way. And then I'm gonna delete this here, I think. Now, the same question, of course, is this really the same unlocked as I just copied it from? Now, if that would not be the case, so it would be unlocked something else, not the same clause, then this forward declaration is using a different clause. And then I would say then it cannot compile because Here we are calling that one, and this unlocked is definitely our unlocked, right? I mean, it was before, so either it says now that it's ambiguous, or it's still compiling, and then the forward declaration succeeded, which I think is the case. So now I have 4 declared unlocked, the correct unlocked, and then we have 4 declared intrusive pointer add ref and pointer release, also correctly. And then we define them. We're still not a friend, but I think I can stop with this test now. I'll leave it in for now. And this compiles because I made it public, so we don't need to be friends. But I definitely want to be sure that this also works for the other compiler. So I change back to Clang. And I have to remove everything again, because otherwise all kinds of problems. So let's delete that, and let's delete that, and do a resource and a configure. Make, and that compiles. Great. Let's Clang. Well, I like Clang a little bit more, so let's keep it for now. And I want to add back a friend. Let me keep that for now. So I have this forward declaration, and then we want to add that as a friend. That should not be too hard. Why is this comment so long? Yep. Would be really weird if this friend is not the same thing as I just forward declared. Yeah, Brian, it's always it's using the same sentences a lot, and which start to become pretty meaningless. Declaration of T shadow template parameter. Okay, that's true. Do I have to do something like no, let's just duplicate all of it. Interesting. Only thing I did now was a for declaration, repeat the for declaration, but this time as a friend inside this class. And this really should use the same one as I just for declared above it. Pretty sure of that. It would be nice to have a compiler option turned off that friend declarations created the declaration. It's like force the compiler to make the compiler complain when you try to friend something that wasn't forward declared and or is not recognized as such. Anyway, maybe if I do this, thread safe, it will complain if it is something else. And if this works, just really seriously, how many of those functions can exist in namespace thread safe? That still works. Okay. Yeah, and I'm afraid I want to switch back to the other compiler anyway, just to keep tabs on it. Source, and now we remove everything again. Remove that, remove that, and then configure, make. Yeah, still works. Well, and I have one friend here. Well, as if, you know. I mean, I cannot believe it. What did I do different? Nothing. Nothing. But, yeah. Excusez-moi, where's my commented out? There it is. So if I make this protected again, then we should get a problem. In is protected quite from here. Sorry, in instantiating thread, yeah, pointer release. That's even in my test. Protected pointer release declared. See, so this is this bloody line here. So clearly this one worked, because that's because of this function here, this call, and we did pointer add ref before, so it seems to work. Now let's add the other friends. So now I want to add this, but then for the other one, which is exactly the same, except that we use release. Just compiles links, no problem. It wasn't doing anything. What about a thread safe test? It simply works. Unbelievable. Okay, one more time we switch to the other compiler, and then nobody will ever know why it didn't work. unless I go back to my video, watch back what I did, and then try to find what the hell the difference is. No, remove libcw do something, and this is not a remove, that would be that one. Resource, configure, make, sure. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Now both compilers work. What did I do different? If someone can tell me what I did different, well, both compilers were giving different errors. Sometimes one was working, sometimes the other one was working. So what I'm doing now is I forward declare unlocked, and then we forward declare the intrusive pointers functions, and then I define them as friends. There we go again. Then they define both of them as friends, although I do include now thread safe in front of it, but I don't know if that matters. I'm not even going to try to change it back, I think, and just keep it the way it is now. And then all the way at the end, let's remove the test. Hopefully it still works. If removing the test is going to make a difference, well. Yeah, I'm still curious, of course. What happens if I remove that? It should not be needed. See, that still works, at least, but this compiler does. Let me remember that I removed it. I don't think this is required. I mean, I added it, but it should not be required. This is nothing special. Still works. Still works. One more time, switching to the other compiler. Seems that it just works. Wait, why is it not compiling libcwtr? I just deleted it. Oh, I didn't. No, I didn't. I just deleted the build directory. Okay. amazing. What else can I say? Yeah, I want to keep working with Clang actually. And I cannot run configure now. Oh, that's at least easy. So it doesn't recompile anything, then wait a minute. It's a bit fast, isn't it? It's annoyingly fast. Whatever. Okay. I'm still flabbergasted though, because I have no idea what is different now. I just did the same thing. Oh wait, actually there is one thing different. I'm using this instead of requires, and then yeah, the same thing as I use in the define. I mean, that's hardly a forward declaration. If you already tried to compile it while you forward declare, yeah, while you forward declare, I was already trying to compile as a part of the requires. What apparently I couldn't do. Oh, that might have been the reason. That could be very well be the reason. Yeah, I think that during the forward declaration or the friend declaration, the requires was failing because it wasn't a friend yet. So at the moment I was declaring the friend, I said, well, I want to declare this friend, but only if it is a friend. Haha. That was probably that was the problem. Yes. Yes, that was the problem. Okay, good. So the reason it now works is because I'm using derived from instead of testing if we have access as if we are a friend. Okay, now let's be mad at ChatGPT for not telling me. No, wait a minute, that's not true. I was doing this. That should compile. I still don't know. Well then, I still don't know. Yeah. Almost looks easy. Yeah, so now I can go back to source and then edit its test again and go one step further. I think I added like one line. He got his one line compiling after 1 hour of work, if it wasn't more. Yeah, what do I want to do next? I could test that, I suppose. Let me add some debug output here. Constructor of A has been called, and then of course we have a destructor of A. Let's add at this point as well. This, and then the out entering DC notice A on destructor. This. So yeah, definitely should print something now. Oh shit. A victim. This is the constructor of unlocked, and this is placement new. That should be constructing my A. Oh, I did not turn on debug output. Maybe. Yeah, here we are. Nothing. The out entering, nothing. Wait a minute. What is that? Oh yeah, hello. Debug. Namespace debug init. Moral. Now it prints it. So I call the constructor and then the destructor. Awesome, isn't it? So now we can do the following test. How can I test this? What is there to test? I think a little scope here. We'll print leaving main. Hello, leaving main. That would be the final destruction, and then inside here I can make say another intrusive pointer. Two. So yeah, that works. It's reference counting. Now, wouldn't it be nice if I could do unlock the B here? or then B. B is the base class of A, and then I would have an unlocked, basically base class pointer. Why is that not going to compile? Can someone explain that to me? I'm not sure the intrusive pointer stuff here. Should it compile? I think so. I mean, it's not going to compile, but it should compile in the sense that I want it to compile. Makes sense that this would compile. You must be able to see this one as a base class pointer. That it's unlocked is, well, who cares? So we'll remove the unlocked, and then you just have an A here, intrusive pointer A, intrusive pointer B becomes A, that works. But that only works because B is the base class of A, and unlocked B is not the base class of unlocked A, so that is not going to compile. So yeah, the question is then, how do I get it to compile? No viable conversion from intrusive pointer unlocked A to intrusive pointer unlocked B. Candidate constructor not viable. No known conversion from boost intrusive pointer unlocked A, aka intrusive pointer unlocked A, blah blah, to thread safe unlocked base. To the dev or first argument. Candidate constructor not viable. No known conversion. Wait a minute, what kind of constructors do we all have? We cannot go from intrusive pointer something to something completely unrelated. Okay. We cannot go from to, yeah, just a move constructor. Yeah, this is nice. Enable if convertible. So we just have to make it convertible. Let's have a look at that one. What is SP? I think that if it would not be unlocked, I would be using this one. I'm not yet, anyway, constructing intrusive pointer from another intrusive pointer. That's not what I'm doing. And all the others seem to be that. Yeah. So the only reasonable option is to use this one. Thus I need to have an automatic conversion to but that's kind of strange. Okay, maybe just should not compile then. Try something else. Get. I think that's the only way. Doesn't compile though. Overall conversion from. Oh right, yeah, no, that's not possible. And it was an intrusive pointer. Yeah, this is the curious problem here. I can create an unlock B, but that would be a new thing. Is this how it has to go? New unlock B created from A. Yeah, well, I didn't implement that one yet. Now we also have to implement the intrusive pointer add ref and release for unlock base. Before this can has a chance to work. So yeah. No. Could you do thread safe? UVI thread safe .h. Yeah, I need to do the exact same thing, I'm afraid, for unlock base. So this was unlocked, and then we get unlock base, and then in front of that we put this unlock base for declaration, which looks a little bit different. We just have a base and a policy mutex. And then this must be unlock base. And this must be a base. We don't have that. And yeah, base must be derived from AI ref count. And then we have to make them friends. Or do we? Not even sure, actually. Maybe not. Yeah, I need access to these pointers here. So let's make them a friend. Friend. See, now we spent 2 hours on that. It suddenly becomes easy until tomorrow, and then I have forgotten everything again. But then I have this code to look at. So now they are friend, and then again at the bottom implement them. So let me make a copy again. Yep, and then we're going to call pointer. Gotta be kidding me, right? It's just the same thing. I think so. That returns the base pointer. Declaration of base shadows template parameter. Did I do the friends in the other one as well with the 2? I just want to make sure that it is equivalent. Yeah, there's a 2 everywhere. Okay. 2. 2. 2. 2. And sign. suddenly I'm curious if I cannot remove the policy mutex here, like ChatGPT was telling me in the beginning. Let's test that as soon as this works. Ambiguous. Shocking. We have two candidates. The friend declaration. Oh, I've got to make see. That's the thing here. There's a little thing off, then you get a really weird error suddenly. That was it. Ooh. Yeah, and I was curious if it works if, say, we are removing here the policy mutex 2 and then just use the policy mutex from the base class, from the containing class, or the other class. Look, and then we get our undefined reference. Aha! So it was the fault of ChatGPT all along. What a waste of time. Yeah, okay. So if you do that, then you don't get an instantiation. Yeah. Okay, let's not do that then. Actually, it might be that then I have to instantiate it as a member function. No, it's a friend. Still a very interesting thing. It's impossible to get undefined reference, right? Unless... Okay, just so curious. It feels like I have to instantiate it with using this template now. Somewhere. I'm gonna try that. Seriously, it just... Oops. Interesting. So let's use this, and then we don't have it instantiated. Actually, makes sense because now I have something entirely different. No, not really. It is indeed. Okay, this is... Must be a bug in the compiler. Come on. Yeah, it's a bug in the compiler. I don't feel I don't have time to report that. I have bugs that I reported that still open, that have been 10 years open. Okay, not as serious as this one maybe, but if I'm the first one to report this, then nobody's using it, and so it is a very, very, very low priority for them, and therefore, I don't know, they've figured it out themselves. Okay, I think all those compiler developers work for companies these days. They are getting paid. I'm not. So do I have any viewers? Check. I have 5 viewers. So if any of my 5 viewers wants to report this, please go ahead. If you can reproduce it. Only 9,692 lines of code, Brian. It's nothing. Nothing. Why so small? What was I going to test now? Compiles. No, see, this works-ish, I think. Works. No, no, no. Source. Okay, what's wrong with this picture? Would probably make sense to increment the reference count of A as long as this thing exists, because well, B points to A. So yeah, if A is deleted while we still have B, that wouldn't be very smart, let alone a good smart pointer. It's not a smart pointer then. This thing, the existence of this thing, should keep that one alive as well. But isn't it? Isn't it? So what I would rather test, I think, is creating A, then creating B, then destroying A, and then destroying B. And see if then also it works. So I'm just going to put my B here. Destroying B. How can I destroy B? Well, I can reset it, or A rather. To do reset A. Resetting A. Do I have a reset on intrusive pointer or no clue? We do have a reset. Okay, nice. Oh, that works. That's pretty good. So the fact that we have a B means that resetting A does not delete it, and then only after we leave main, which destroys the B as well, makes the A go away. That's pretty smart. So we have a really smart pointer now here. Now I want to test if I can if I can do what I did before. I'll pass it to F. So A is already gone here while we reset it. And I can pass B now. So here I'll just let's be nasty and pass it as a pointer. Lock's gonna be const. Probably should be able to be const. So I want to pass a const pointer, right? And we have a B, so I just do get. And that's ugly, but who cares? And then it should work, except that now I pass it as a pointer. Why would I pass it as a pointer? Let's pass it as a reference. Makes more sense. So, like that. But now, since it is a const thing, can I still write log it? Well, we will see, I guess. We will see. No, probably not, but no matching constructor for initialization of unlocked what? Cannot make a write. You cannot write to it if you pass a const pointer. Okay, so let's pass a non-const reference. Can now we write log it? Now we can write log it. It prints the correct thing. Brian, that does not make any sense what you do there. What you paste. If A exists and B exists, kill B. At that moment B does not exist anymore. So why would you still kill A? It looks so very weird. Yawn. I should go eat as usual. Eat dinner. I only had breakfast today. I think a code is working. Now, how cool is that? Now I can have boost intrusive pointers of an unlocked base class. And then I still have to create the A. I mean, A is the only class that exists here, so we create an A. And yeah, we still have to use new here. I don't know, doesn't feel very intuitive. And yeah, since reference count is incremented, I can reset that intrusive pointer A, but that doesn't really do much then. And we still have B, and then I can pass B to this function, and then we can take the write log on it and still access it. And if I would want to pass this as an boost intrusive pointer, instead Really, I'm gonna use a const reference now. So that would be just B itself. Then I think I can just do references here and that would work. It still works. Yep, and let's change a policy to read or write. That should not make a difference. Same thing. I see you, Brian. DC notice restarting. Yeah, well, everything works. There was an assert somewhere. Maybe we can test that, like destructing A before and a while still having an unlock B. Is that a thing? Well, it definitely is a thing if I do that while I have it logged here. So I do B reset. Reset's not const, of course, so let's just remove the const. So yeah, I right log the B and then I reset the pointer, which makes it delete the object. The object that I have a pointer to. So that's not correct, right? I mean, this will cause the deletion of the wrapped A here, and I still access it through the base class here, so that's not good. Let's see what happens. So we try that. Oh. Expected something. No, time for me to go eat because I didn't see that one for a very long time. Whoop. Okay. Ouch. It just runs. It doesn't print anything, but it just runs. Why is that? Why is that? Oh, I don't know what I did. I'm not even calling F anymore. That's the reason. I deleted, leaving main is there. I don't know. I deleted a lot of stuff here. How did that happen? Yeah, now we check fault. No, that was not the idea, of course. Rather I would get an assert. Yeah, no, it's not good. So you see, we are deleting this because of what we just did. Because of this, as expected, but that should not be allowed. So we do a breakpoint in 52. You think what happens? A is destructed. Yeah, let me just break here. No, I can. Sorry, no. Let's break in there. No. Oh. Okay, break in 52. Yeah, not 52. 52, yeah. Break in 52. Did not say that. Can't find it back. SRRD. Said it, but it didn't do it, or what? I set it back. Yeah, I said 52, and then it says, oh, let's put it in 53. It's like line 52 doesn't exist. Why? Why can I not set a breakpoint here? Well, not a bug, it is time in GDB. It was a pointer release. That's over here. It was a pointer release. Get the base class pointer. Delete pointer. That's the destructor of A. Destructor of A, destructor of A, destructor of A. The ref count. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah, okay, well, I'm going to eat. It's just so wrong. I don't have to deal with this anymore today. Maybe I'll look at it tomorrow. Ugh. Well, I'll